Does that not look cheesy and chickeny? Well, it is. Welcome back, everyone. What you see is our next dish. Garlic butter chicken and mushrooms. Oh, this is going to be so yummy to make. So let's get to it right now. Well, our first ingredient, of course, is boneless chicken breast or two. You can also use chicken thighs. I mean, really, you can use any piece of the chicken you want. I cut off a piece of the chicken because I thought that was really quite a bit. I saved it for my daughter to use. So I figure this is pretty close to a pound. We're going to salt and pepper everything. First, give it a little seasoning. You can put whatever kind of spice you want. Over to our frying pan, a little bit of olive oil, spread around. Pan somewhat hot. It's probably not as hot as it should have been. In go our two chicken breasts. And let's see, we want them golden brown on both sides. Well, it looks pretty golden brown. Let's flip it over. Yeah, it looks pretty good there. I'm just kind of spreading around the oil. Now we're going to cook both down till they're nice and white on the inside. And there's no, or very little juice running. A little bit's okay. But that definitely is not cooked, that bigger part of the breast. You can see right there. So we're going to have to let that cook a little longer. The smaller one is definitely cooked. So we'll get that on a plate. Let the bigger breast go for a little bit, and then we'll put that on a plate. Now, into our frying pan without cleaning it, of course, a hunk of butter, and into that go a bunch of sliced onions. So there you go. That was a half of a big onion. But of course, it just depends on what you like. You want to put more or less in? Absolutely, it's your dish. So we're going to stir these around. Get them all full of butter until they look a little brown like that. That looks pretty good. And now the next part, which is our mushrooms. Now that's just shy of a pound of mushrooms. And we're going to stir these around until it's all nice and combined and cooked down. And there you go. That looks pretty good to me. All nice and mixed. All right, to this we're going to add 3 more tablespoons of butter. And that's a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And we're just going to mix all that together till the butter's all nice and melty. And the seasoning's all mixed together. Now, meanwhile, we've taken our chicken that's cooled down enough for me to handle with my fingers, chopped it into bite-sized pieces to your liking, of course. This seemed to be ideal. So there's all the chicken. And a couple of them seem to be kind of large, but it looks pretty good to me. I think we're good to go with this. So let's get it over to our frying pan. So the butter's definitely all melted. It smells fantastic. So in goes our chicken. Bloop, just like that. Give her a mix, mix, mix all the way through. But what about the garlic, you say? Well, I didn't have any fresh garlic handy. I didn't realize it till I started making this. So I went to my emergency backup minced garlic, 3 teaspoons full, probably 4 or 5 good cloves of garlic. This will have to do in a pinch. So we're going to stir all that and mix that all together. And we'll let this cook for another minute-ish, you know, stir it around, stir it around, stir it around. And now the last part, this is 2 teaspoons of lemon. This is so much easier than having to grate a lemon and squeeze a lemon. So in a pinch, I've got lemon juice. And a tablespoon of chopped parsley. Now if you've got fresh stuff, use that. It's not going to hurt a thing. Actually, it'll make it easier. But I didn't, so like a lot of recipes, I have to substitute things. I may or may not like it, but you do what you got to do in order to get the dish done. So it's looking pretty good. Let's get it off the pan and into a serving bowl, because I think we're just about ready to eat. Now you can see there's still juice in the bottom of the pan. You know, I could have let it cook until there was no juice left, but I didn't want to overcook the chicken. I don't like dry chicken, so if I can help it, and breasts tend to be, on the whole, drier than the darker meat. So if I would have used thighs, probably would have been a little juicier. But oh no, this worked out just yummy. So there's all our chicken and onions and mushrooms and garlic. Is that it? Oh, no, it's not. We're going to throw a little extra parsley on there. Just a little bit. And, ooh, cheese. This is going to be about a half a cup of our grated parm. Oh, doesn't that look good? Yeah, we're in for some good eating. Absolutely, for sure. Hey, another great recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. Leave me a comment below, one way or the other. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, because that'll tell you the next time I upload a video. Feel free to share this and any of my other videos. And thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.